What up, Jamers? You fucking know the drill. We're getting into this. Oop. Hold. Why? Oh, wait. I know why. There we go. Okay. Slay. I was like, oh my god, why is my stupid thing so quiet? My mic. It's still kind of quiet. Yay! Hi, Bug, and congrats on first. Welcome. Oop. Wait, that's the wrong thing. Ugh, I hate OBS constantly changing the layout. Stop doing it. It pisses me off. Oh my god, wait, no, stop. Everything's pissing me off. Ugh, the chat isn't right. Okay. Sure, let's just put it right there. Who cares? Hello, hi. Yeah, anyway, my mic was quiet because I was in a call with my friend the other day and it was picking up everything, so I turned it down. I sure hope he didn't find it terribly annoying, but it's fine. It's fine because it wasn't a yapping call. It was a we're gonna watch a movie now type call. So we watched a movie. Where are the shinies? Look! That's an evil thing to say. Why would you say that to me? I'm kidding. Look at the number. Where do you think it is? I mean, it's right here. Look. Okay. Only one of them. Shinies, imagine that. Look. I'm shiny hunting. I'm not shiny finding. Anyways, hello. Potato Slayer. Yeah, so I'm over odds for Eevee. That's the TLDR. And the TLDR is that I want to get the fuck out of here. I want to go anywhere else. I was getting impatient hunting Nidoran, and that shit took like 30 hours. And I got 3 shinies, brother. That's how I was for Charmander. Finally got it around 14k. Shee! But also congrats! Yay! That's super cool. I did like 100 resets for Charmander in another file, but ultimately, no offense to the Kanto starters. I like them, except for Blastoise. I like other Kantomons more, and I'm like, well, if I'm shiny hunting all of them, I'd like them to be the ones that I'm gonna like the most. Hence, I have a regular Wartortle. So my starter is this bird. And don't ask why he's level 40. Don't ask. Anyway, wait. Huge though, because I don't have to worry about getting to the Safari Zone until July. I was worried I wouldn't be able to get there until June. Which, like, low-key I still am, but it'll probably be fine. Also, why is it so hot in my fucking room? I feel you. I've moved on to Emerald and shiny hunting Rayquaza right now. Ooh, good luck with that. I assume you're doing runaways for that. I want to do, and yes, I know how it's going to sound. I want to do a soft reset in Emerald. But I need to find my stupid charger. And I want to find a Duskull too. But I can't exactly hunt a Duskull when I reset my game and I'm hunting for Mudkip. Oh, wait, no, I'd also have to fix my DS. Wait, no, I counted one extra, whatever. Because I can't transfer anything up because my touchscreen's broken. Whatever. Indeed, got super lucky with Latias. How the hell how'd you do that? I mean, I assume you just have an early shiny frame, but that's crazy. Wait, do you mean the roamer or the... I was assuming the roamer. Either way, still cool. But I'm sorry to say the roamer is like a little cooler. The roamer one, that's crazy! That's so cool. I'm glad I still had the Master Ball for that one. I think, okay, not to spread misinformation because I have on accident before. But I think if your roamer generates shiny, every single time you encounter it, it's the same. So it'll be shiny. I think. I didn't know that. I mean, that's why you have to reset it before it generates, right? Because once it's generated, it's the same one. It works that way in Gen 4, so I was thinking it would probably work the same way in Gen 3. Because otherwise you could just keep re-encountering it, and it would be different. Man, that would have been really... It would have been really nice to know when I was looking for a Zapdos with a good nature in Platinum for the Battle Tower, but I kept catching one of the same nature, and I was like, this feels weird. Am I, like, catching the same Zapdos? And yes, I was. So that's why... I've not done a roamer hunt yet, but the one that I want to do is Raikou in Heart Gold Soul Silver. But I need to do some setup for that. But my thought was that I would find the shiny, and then I would get like a whole bunch of like fast balls and moon balls and love balls and cool balls, and I would eventually get it in a cool ball because I could try over and over and over again. I'm also going to do Battle Tower and heard it's a nightmare in Emerald. Good luck, good luck, good luck. I've not done it in Emerald. I've only done it in Generation 4, and it has been a nightmare, which is why I've not touched it in 2 years. Good grief, it's been 2 years. It's just, it's so annoying. Lol F, yeah. It's because for ribbon purposes, there's like 7 different ones, and there's the one you have to reset to get the NPCs to have good sets. And that shit is so fucking annoying. That's harder than a shiny hunt. Having Mira or Cheryl to have decent sets. To have Mira not pull the Gengar that has Explosion. Because that one sucks. I'm also going for a Ribbon Master. Oh, who are you doing? Yeah, I made my life difficult because I've actually gotten the ribbon that I was just talking about a couple times, but I wanted to do like 8. So I have 8. Yeah, I think 8 is right. Because I wanted it to be like the most memorable things that I've had over the years. And because I don't have anything memorable from Generation 3 because that was a little bit before my time, so I don't really have Generation 3 games. It was like, oh, my first starter, my first legendary, this thing that I did a Nuzlocke with and got really attached to. Shiny Darkrai, because I said so. A Charizard for sure. Now I just need a GameCube for Gale of Darkness. Good luck with that. I feel like GameCubes would be decently expensive. That's alright, Gen 3 sucks. True. I mean, what? Don't look at what game I'm playing right now. This is technically Gen 3. This is Gen 1 Plus. Yes, but it is technically Gen 3, although I consider it Gen 1. They're pricey. I had to buy Emerald for $250. I'm throwing up. That's so evil. I am, as much as I may not like Generation 3 that much, I am forever grateful to younger me who was at a convention and they saw a bunch of like old cartridges. This was at least over a decade ago. And thinking, huh, I don't have a Generation 2 or a Generation 3 game. So I got Silver and Emerald for like $50 together. Like, okay. Is it Gen 3 or is it Gen 9, huh? That's a great price. Yeah, I know! And I keep looking back at it, and I'm like, damn, I stole that Emerald from them! And I don't even like it that much. I'm sure if I played through with a team that I like more, I'd like it better, but... oh my god, it's just sitting on my shelf. It's been re-released now during Gen 9. That doesn't make it Gen 9. No, because it's not compatible with the Gen 9 games. And you may say, well, it's not a Generation 3 game because it can't connect to the... to Ruby and Sapphire. And I'll say, well, Deoxys is in it, so... It's at least Generation 3. If you wanted to call it Gen 2 Plus, can you still get Deoxys? Yeah. As far as I know, both the Lugia, Ho-Oh, and the Deoxys events are they're all accessible once you beat the Elite Four. I'm definitely planning on getting Deoxys. Not sure about Ho-Oh or Lugia, because I've already done that in Crystal. What about Let's Go? They only have the original 151. Is that a Gen 1 game? No, it's a Gen 7 game because it has Alola forms, it has Meltan and Melmetal, also it has Megas. I'm so sorry for being the way that I am. I was told that I need a ticket from an event. Yeah, you get the ticket once you beat the Elite Four. And then you can get it. Unless they've stealth patched it out, but that wouldn't make any sense. Do the Gen 8 and Gen 9 count as games since they don't count the full Pokedex? I think they do, but honestly, that's a little debatable. Oh, you mean the one on the Oh, yeah, sorry. I meant the one on... Yeah, this one that I'm playing right now. I'm on the Switch. Yeah, on the Game Boy one, you'd need like, a way to inject data into your game. My bad. I forget that the real hardware exists because I don't own Fire Red or Leaf Green physically. I'd like to, but that shit's expensive. And this was $20. The way that I've spent 3 times that in time looking for Eevee. Hashtag my single hunting. The single hunters rise up. Dang it. Well, sure, they can be caught in later games. Yeah, they can. They just can't be shiny. That's what I was worried about with Deoxys when they re-released these games. Is that Deoxys is only shiny huntable in Generation 3. Because the only other time you can catch it is in Oraz, and it's shiny locked. And if you delocked it, it would be illegal to transfer. Which sucks. Because I would love to do that for Victini. But the other ones can. They just... I'm praying. I'm on my hands and knees. Please let me shiny hunt Deoxys in another game. I'll do it as many times as I have to. Re-release shiny Victini once. One single time. Once. Please. Pokemon Go doesn't count. I mean, just get Pokemon Go. Don't you like that one? No? It sucks to suck. Pokemon Go fuck yourself? That's what it feels like. I liked it when it came out. And that's it. I've not touched it since. It doesn't help that a lot of the big events are, like, not near me. So it's like, well, I guess I just won't do any of this stuff. Also just got kind of repetitive. Which is weird because I love repetitive tasks. As you can see from this fruitless endeavor. Spoken like a true shiny hunter. Look, it's chill. It's chill. I don't gotta think too hard about it. Wait, I didn't even make the summoning circle. I was too busy Tomodachi-ing life. Oh my god. I thought to myself, I'm not gonna get Tomodachi life. I didn't. I played the 3DS one for like 5 minutes. It didn't speak to me. And yet here we are. So that's what I've been spending. That's why the counter hasn't gone up. I was playing Tomodachi Life. Unfortunately, it's a little too interesting to make good-looking Miis in that game. I was thinking a little bit about trying to make a shiny Eevee. Just for funsies, but then I thought, well, once I get it, it won't be as funny anymore, so... But I also made a moray eel. So I can just do whatever the hell I want. But then if I do that, there's less room for me to make my OCs that I've only made a couple of. Because that shit takes me fucking forever. I love the new Tomodachi Life, but the full makeup system does render the art style of the original Mii's completely redundant. Oh, 100%. Will you keep it as an Eevee or evolve it? I'm gonna evolve it into Flareon. So, nickname suggestions open. Flareon's my favorite evolution, so I want to use one. Okay, one thing that pisses me off about making Mii's in Tomodachi Life is that you can do, or when you're doing the face paint, you can pick the skin color or the hair color, and you think, wow, because it's the same, it's going to be the same color. And it looks the same color when you're drawing it, but in the actual game when they're moving around, it's slightly off. Why? It makes no sense. So then I keep having to go back editing them, slightly making the color a little darker so that it matches better. That's why I only have 13 Mii's. Nickname it Jolteon because it's yellow. No, I'm good. Ugh. Although, to be fair, one of those, I made Dante Limbus Company, and that one took forever, but that was only because I was watching that movie with my friend, and I kept getting distracted by looking at it. And I go, oh geez, oh darn. I sure hope Nicolas Cage doesn't do anything bad. He just seems like he loves his wife. Yeah, so that didn't work out. Call it Toasty. That is a cute name. Gentle. It should be gentle nature for wasting my time. So my nature guess can be correct. We're gonna reach 11K tonight, assuming that I don't get it. Is it bad that in my brain I'm like, I'm definitely not gonna get it tonight? I'm just here to clock in for my shift. So that I can nature naughty reasons 34K. Stop saying that. It'll happen. And then I'll know who to blame. Ah, I reset again. It will be 34K. Ugh. Yourself for shiny hunting? What does that emote have to do with it? What are you trying to tell me? I just want an Eevee. Is that too much to ask for? Yeah, apparently. Look at the number. Silly big number. Oh, you said you knew who to blame. Yeah, me. Okay, yeah, fair enough. It is entirely my own fault. It's also my fault because I'm like, I want to change the scenery from Nidoran, but now I'm locked in. I would have gotten Nidoran already. I feel it in my bones. Yeah, the number ain't 34K, is it? So are you getting a shiny? Yeah, right here. See? Ignore the fact that it isn't shiny. It'll happen when it happens, and it surely won't be 34K. Please. Spare me. I'd like to do other things eventually. What if I just started a new file? And I sped ran to the Safari Zone. What then? It's gonna be so cringe because I need to get there anyway for Rhyhorn! Ah! Whoa, it's a shiny Eevee. It's so shiny it revolved its shininess. A 1 out of 8192 out of 8192. Oh my god, it's like if you encountered the red Gyarados and it was regular. God damn it. One of my friends. I need ideas for characters to add because I have OCs, but I also just have random characters. Like I added a Chin Chow. I added Angela Lobotomy Corporation. I already mentioned Dante. I put Miku. I'm like, I need other randos to add. So it's not just me trying to set up my OC relationships very specifically. I need people who can be chaotic. eevee. Fuck, no, I got told by my friend that their friend had a pink mudkip and reset the game because it was female and they thought pink mudkip was a female thing and they wanted a blue one. I would have cried! Unfortunately, that is really funny. Wait. Y'all know the post? Hey, why does my Latias look like that? Is it sick? Yeah, it's a bug. You should just reset your game. Thanks, I did that. It's regular now. That's the same. I should put that on screen. That's the energy that I'm summoning. I know it. Oh, I hope it's fake because it would be so tragic. But it's so funny. That poor, presumably like 13-year-old. Write something on screen. Okay. Do you want me to find the picture or do you want me to write something? Put the Latia's post on the screen. All right, let me fetch it. And you know what? You can look at Shiny Pidgeot while we find it. All right, Latias. Why is it blurry? Thank you. It's readable now. WebP? Oh, fuck my Chungus life. Will it even work if it's a WebP? I don't know if it... Ah! Help! Help! Okay. I think I can do this. Okay, here it is. It's a glitch, just kill it. I'll put it right there. I mean, whoa. I'll put it here. That would have been the funniest time for it to be the thing. So I guess I could write something on screen or ask me to find a picture. But I get to veto the picture, which is just don't do anything inappropriate. But I should hope that shouldn't be a problem. Whoa. Is it sick or something? Me and my sick Latios. Wait. I could find that really sick ass picture I took of the shiny Latios Sparkles in ZA that I'm still really proud of. If someone chooses an inappropriate image, they deserve to lose their points. That is true. I'm not going to refund it. I'm just going to say, I'm not going to put that on the screen. And if it's really bad, I'll delete their message. But once again, I should hope that that's not an issue. Nothing that'll violate TOS. Otherwise, you can have fun. It has a rash. That's so sad. A decent, a non-zero nom nom eats your points. Chomp. I have infinite points, so I don't need your points. So I could waste 100k right now and do it over and over and over and over and over again. That'd be kind of swag. No reason for me to do that, though. It's not a swag when I get infinite of them. Oh yeah, a not small part of me wants to name this Flareon after Chainsaw Man, only because, oh, I actually finished it. Waste 100k 100k points infinite times for aura. Exactly, exactly. You have the thing. Anyway, I actually finished something for once because I was sick and tired of seeing people vague posting. And I'm like, I need to see what this is about. I need to see if people are overreacting. And let me just say that they definitely were. No spoilers, but they were definitely overreacting. Worst ending you've ever seen. Yeah, tell me you've only read one thing ever. eevee. And now, it's because I had to close on my tab, so I lost Dandadan. I need to watch those 2 episodes. That should be easy. But I haven't done it. I was too busy plucking individual blades of grass from the ground. And making bread. Okay, it was actually making bread. But pulling individual blades of grass from the ground is not too far off. I have to do that at some point. The grass is pissing me off. I need it gone. I need to find a plant that, like, spreads like a weed, but isn't gonna spread too much, which is a little counterintuitive. But the grass is like a weed. I need it to stop. And of course, oh, let it be known, I've tried so many different things to try and get the deer to stop eating everything. None of it has worked. Well, maybe it works once. But then you could also say, well, maybe they didn't come around that night. Because I'll put, like, coffee grounds out, and nothing gets shorter or eaten overnight. There's still one single flower in this group. And I'll go, wow, maybe it worked. Next day, nope. I hate deer. Oh, but it also got cold overnight. And I'm a fool. I thought my grapes would be okay. No, they were not okay. They did not like the cold. A lot of the little sproutlings that they started to grow that I was so happy about. Yeah, a lot of them wilted. What the fuck? I hate April. Get me out of April. I say that, but the idea of it almost being May is scary. Oh my god, wait, it's almost May. That means I have to actually fucking pay the surgeon's office. Ah! I feel like when I'm in May, I'm also gonna want to time skip to June. So I can get these things off my chest. And it would be really, really funny if I streamed that day. It's a Wednesday. I come back on Thursday like, hey, y'all, I feel like shit. But I did it. Happy Pride. Happy Pride in advance. Oh, wait, and my hands are finally starting to feel a little better, so I can draw. I need to make ref sheets. Ugh. Low-key, a small part of me was like, well, if I can make my characters as me's, maybe that'll help me visualize them so I can refine their design elsewhere. But I tried doing that earlier, and let me say that was not how it worked out. When you have a hard time visualizing something, you can't just come up with shit on the spot. Who'da thunk it? Although I did... No, that's not the same. That's not the same. I was gonna say, did that for the character that I am being on screen, because that was the first little goober that I made. But I'm like, well, that was just colors. That was just moving colors around. Wow, me being dissatisfied with colors. But it was also a case of I had been, like, messing with colors in a separate document, so I could have just looked at the document, which is what I did. Hashtag my document. It's still pulled up. Oh my god, it's Don Hung, who I also added in the game. I'm telling myself right now. I will draw tomorrow. In parentheses, they won't draw tomorrow. I hate drawing. But unfortunately, if I never draw, things will not get drawn. Go fucking figure. Oh, wait. We're almost at... The number's getting so big, it's difficult to say them. 10,700. But that doesn't work as well as, like, 1,700, you know? And I can't say 16,000, because thank goodness we're not there yet. Although, it would be funny if I hit double over odds. I'm thinking. But I'm not saying. You know what? I'm saying my hand's not hurting. Why the fuck am I doing this with my right hand? The one that still feels a little weird. Although, it was doing fine. That's the one that I draw with, though, so preferably not. What? My mug's stuck to my coaster. Why do you do this? Oh, you can hear the buttons. Oops. Yeah, that's probably why I did it, because I can hold my right hand under my desk so you don't hear the clicky-clacky. And then I can do the other hand on the other button that you can hear, my keyboard, my loud-ass keyboard. And this shiny eevee. It'll definitely be shiny today. No, it won't. Why? Why doesn't L equal R mode work? Surely next time I do this, I'll either have me talking, oh, I'll do something, and then I don't do it. What a fucking classic. There's so many things. It would be so easy to just pull up Cresselia right now. Wait. I'm just realizing. That would be a little difficult to do because, yeah, I keep forgetting that I have to have my... I actually don't know if you have to do it, but, like, the dock that my Switch is in is plugged in. Yeah, so it's charging. I don't know if it has to be charged in at all times, but it probably should. Probably costs a lot of power. Thinking, yeah, if I'm using my phone to, like, cast on my computer, that's also gonna take power. I'm gonna want to charge it. I'm gonna want to charge it since how am I gonna do my Pokemon Sleep when my phone's on 15% battery? Oh. No, it's fine. It's fine. We got it. Yippee. But I think I have a really long cable, so it'll be fine. It's just that I'm so unused to actually using a charging cable for my phone. It's just my Switch cable. And I have no idea why I started doing that. Because for the longest time, I, like, didn't touch my Switch ever. Because I didn't have games that I really liked on there. What was I gonna play? Fucking Scarlet and Violet? I say this as a Scarlet and Violet defender, but you'd think otherwise. It's like, what, I had Swish, I had Scarlet and Violet, I had Legends Arceus. Yeah, can you notice a trend? And now that I actually have things that I like on here, I want to use it. What a concept. So that's me hoping that Weewa is good and that my Switch 2 isn't gonna rot in a case for 2 years until I'm like, ugh, I should probably decide to finish it. I decided to finish Legends Arceus for shiny hunting purposes. I wanted to get a shiny Alpha Rowlet, which I've still not gotten, by the way. It's mostly because that game sucks and shiny hunting Rowlet is a ginormous pain. But it is a little funny. At least I've put more time into Scarlet and Violet. Completing the decks was actually a little interesting. The one decent thing about the decks smallening. What word am I looking for? Making the deck smaller. You get it. Wait. We reached 10,700. Yippee. I keep not paying attention to the number until it's after the milestone. Okay, and now I'm cold. What the hell? I was freezing all day. I'm always cold. And I don't understand why. I used to never be cold. Scarlet and Violet is the first Pokemon game I couldn't bring myself to finish. Yeah, for me it was that and Legends Arceus, but I did eventually finish them. I just need the open world to be a little more interesting. I need it to not suck. You need to actually, like, put things in it. Like, interesting things. And it didn't help that the art style made everyone look super young. Like, all the main characters look like babies. And of course, it runs like shit. But I'm like, well, the dex is good and I like the story, so it can't be the worst one. Art style gets less, has less points weighted towards it than those other things. And unless it's super egregious, my eyes are terribly adjusted to performance issues. I can't tell when frame drops happen unless it's like, oh, this is noticeably running slower. But like, oh, a couple weeks ago when I was getting a bunch of like Seadra and Horsey and Duosian to Wonder Trade and Swish, I went to the polar biome in Scarlet Violet DLC. And that area runs like absolute fucking garbage. It makes it, oh, it's like you put your Switch in the fucking microwave. It starts running so slow. I'm like, why? Makes Microsoft PowerPoint frame rates look impressive. I should rewatch that movie. And it's just, part of me's like, wow, I'm really glad that it runs well on the Switch too, because like, yeah, I sure fucking hope it does. But at the same time, I can't help but be a little bitter of, what do you mean during this game's entire life cycle, basically, it had it on a system that couldn't handle it? What do you mean? What were they thinking? Surely, because Wiiwa's being made solely for the Switch 2, it won't do that. But we'll see. Yeah, I'll still get it though. I'm part of the problem. It's because I know I'm probably going to have a decent enough time either way. So it'll be worth the money. But that's also because I'm unhinged and have like 2 interests. It runs good on Switch too. You mean, wow, you mean to tell me a game runs well on a console far more powerful than it was made for? Whoa, I never expected a PS2 game to run well on a PS4. Whoa, wow, impressive. Exactly, it's not impressive. It's just like, I remember very distinctly last year when the Switch 2 dropped, which was almost a year ago. Wow, does not feel like it's been that long. And just being like, this doesn't feel real. This game looks weird. Like, it looks weird. Why is it so smooth? I'm scared. I'm also scared of how shit this playlist shuffle is. And like, wow, it can actually, I'm so used to it performing so poorly that it looks wrong. Performing normally. That's what I was trying to say. Like, that should be the bare minimum. They've had performance issues since Gen 6, though. Gen 7 was worse. But they'll never catch... You'll never catch me slandering Gen 7. I'm thinking about horde battles. Gen 7 had too much sauce that the dinky little 3DS couldn't handle it. Oh, Gen 7. You were ahead of your time. Everyone hates you. That's not even true anymore. Okay, now I have to switch hands. Eevee, please be shiny. Please be shiny so we can move on. I'd like to play the game. This was also, in my brain, supposed to be a brainstorming session. For what stupid little me's I can add to my stupid island. And the only idea that I've had was one that I came up earlier, and it's just swarm of bees. To complement moray eel, swarm of bees. And it's just a shit ton of the bee stamp. I'm like, it's like a mid idea. That's a mid-tier idea. I only wanted to do moray eel because A, I was thinking about Chainsaw Man. That's not a spoiler. It's barely relevant. And I don't know. I wanted to go to the aquarium and they have a moray eel and I think it's cool. And I'm like, wow, moray eel. And I thought it would be funny if a thing had a vertical mouth. And it is kind of funny. And I put a bunch of fish around it, which, like, I don't know if it's a good thing, but if nothing else, she has a snack. Apparently, moray eels are messy eaters, which I suppose makes sense with the way that they look, but I don't want to judge them. They're just little chompy guys. I guess they're not little either. They're cute, though. I like them. Something, something. If I had a nickel for every fish-adjacent character I had on my island of 13 characters, I'd have 3. How has it happened 3 times? I like fish, I think. And they're all blue fish. Wait, no. The eel is yellow-ish. But Chinchou is blue. And my OC is blue. Fish are nifty. If only it wasn't an enormous pain in the ass to go to the aquarium. I did see some sheep this weekend, though. That was cool. Apparently, the place that we were by, they just had sheep. Or they just had lambs. The sheep just had lambs. And I wish I could have seen them more because apparently they, like, jump around and stuff. Didn't see any of that. Just saw them from super far away. I was so sad. Because when we got there, they were really close to this fence or whatever. But we couldn't go up to the fence yet. I wanted to see the goddamn sheep. At least we're getting to the point where the geese are probably going to start having babies. So there's going to be baby geese. So I guess I have to actually go outside to see the geese. Fine. I'm going to be getting more of my fair share of sun. Doing my stupid Chungus gardening. Because hopefully, yesterday was the last time it was going to get cold. I was a little scared today, though. It's only going to get to 15 degrees, or not 15, 50 Fahrenheit. Oh my god, pissing me off. Why are you like this? Why do you do this? Yeah, the music cut off. It's my fault. Peak. Ah, I clicked on the wrong window. I have so many fucking windows open. My art program is open because I even made a thumbnail and I didn't upload the goddamn thing because I keep getting distracted. I'll lock in this time for sure. Parentheses, it won't. Eevee, you gotta put me out of my misery so I can focus on other things. Oh no. In 30 minutes I'm gonna have officially reached 60 hours on this hunt. Good riddance. And that's not supposed to be a statement or anything. I just think it's an interesting metric to measure. I can't say I'm particularly interested in the rise of what seems to be multi-hunter versus single-hunter discourse. And I gotta say, girl, who cares? Who the fuck cares? We're all losers. Why must we argue? Neither one is better than the other one. If you have 5 games and you want to use them, then do it. ZA was a mistake in that regard. Good riddance. Why is... It's so weird that shiny hunting is low-key a little popular. Because why are we arguing about a loser activity? Why I have to be superior to everyone else or I'll shrivel up and die. Wah! But we're doing... This is a stupid loser hobby. Why are we fighting? We're all lame. Sitting here for hours clicking to button, looking for different colored pixels in a children's game. Why can't we be allied in that? None of them are inherently better or worse than the others. It's like method hunting versus full odds. Who the fuck cares? Bro, do whatever you want. It's your game. It's a stupid loser hobby, but it's also the exact reason why people think I'm hot. See? True. But it's like, get a grip. You're not gonna be impressing the masses by telling them how you're clicking buttons on a video game for hours. Well, probably. Not gonna say for certain. There's no reason to be elitist about it. It's just fighting each other for no reason. Why do you have to feel better than everyone else when we're doing similar things? Also, even on the full odds versus method hunting stuff, I feel like a decent amount of method people will eventually want to do full odds. Because if you like shiny hunting, it's probably easiest to get into it through a method hunt. Because it'll objectively take a lot less time. But then eventually you'll be like, wow, I want to get something different. Or I want to do something different. And then they'll do something different. And eventually they'll be, wow, I really want to get a Kyogre. And the only way to do that is soft resets. Let's just ignore DAs because they suck. And so they'll do resets in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and they'll get their Kyogre, and they'll go, wow, that was really cool. Let me do that again. Silly goose. Why must we fight? Why can't we hold hands? Ah, I hit the mic, I'm sorry. I just want to squish the mic. Be glad that I'm not constantly squishing it because it's like fluffy. It's not fluffy. It's spongy. But a soft kind of sponge. I just want to hold it in my hands like a stress ball. But I can't because I don't want to break it. Stupid loser hobby. I hope people are having fun with champions. Not that VGC is a stupid loser hobby, but like kind of in the same world. I click at a button on the children's game. I'm really shocked that Mega Floette seems to be the strongest Mega. I mean, good for her. But still surprising. Did they expect that to happen because of lore relevance? See, it makes sense because of lore relevance as opposed to, like, Mega Kangaskhan, which I have to assume that they just, like, didn't consider how busted that ability would be. Wait, have they even added the thing to ZA where, like, you complete the dex and then you get a thing? You get something out of it, like a shiny? Because now that Mega Floette is in Champions and it is the best, now I can see them potentially giving Eternal Flower Floette. Which also, good riddance that the Furfrou trade has completely tanked. No idea, I haven't played ZA in forever, fair enough. Same. But, like, it just recently got home support. So I was wondering if it got the thing added. Because I've completed the regional decks, but not the DLC decks. I'm missing, like, 3 things. I'm missing Milotic, because I don't think you can get that in a wormhole. I've not gotten Galarian Farfetch'd, and I have no idea how. Where is it? Where do you find it? And I've not gotten Rotom, which makes me sad because I want to shiny hunt all the alpha Rotom. But of course that means finding multiple Rotom wormholes, which is probably not going to be easy. But I want them. I love Rotom. Also, I'm still technically hunting for Alpha Nickit, but I've not done that in a hot sec because you'll never guess what my Switch has been occupied by. It's because I did my Cobalion hunt, I did my my Latios, and then I'm like, all right, I'm satisfied for now. Bees? What? Is it bees? What are you talking about? Is it occupied with bees? No. No, I don't think so. Unless I do add that swarm of bees me to my Tomodachi life. Which is a non-zero possibility. My only other thought was a Swoobat. Just a Swoobat. Oh good, I hope the bees hadn't escaped. Yeah, no. I've only seen a couple of bees. I did see some fireflies today, though, so yay! Shout out to the fireflies. I was thinking about them recently because I thought I saw one, and then I'm like, wait, no. Those are more so in the summer, right? Like when it's warmer. I guess they're here now. In fuck-ass April. I saw a couple of bees think they might have been ghosts, though. They kept saying boo. That's a weird kind of bee. I think you found a new species. Whoa! I'm imagining little tiny itty bitty sheets with the little wings poking through, and they just go bzz, 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 and they bump into you. Cute little fellas. Whoa, no, come on. I would know if I found a new... Wait a second, holy shit! Thinking, considering, nodding my head. I should just add more Lobotomy Corporation characters. I'm a fake fan if I don't add more. I should add Angela again. To Angela, we have Lobotomy Corporation Angela, and we have Library of Runa Angela. Go girl bosses, go. And I can't make them like 1 million years old. This sucks. I can only make them like 200. What if someone wanted to add What's a old historical landmark? What if someone wanted to add the Great Wall of China? How old is that? That has to be old, right? That has to be over 200. That's actually a good idea, though. Someone should do that. What if... Wait, I should make a silica gel pack. Thinking. But that would involve text lettering. And I don't think you understand, oh, how difficult it was. Because not only did I make a Pokewalker me, but I also made the overlay and the sprite. And that shit was an enormous pain. I copied the sprite from someone on DeviantArt, so thank you to that person on DeviantArt. You've saved my life. But everything else, I was like craning my neck to look at the thing to count how many pixels there were. I cannot do that shit again. That sucked. But it looks so good. Unfortunately, though, the Pokewalker came out in 2009 because Heart Gold Soul Silver came out in 2009, which I didn't realize, which makes the thing a kid. But on the other hand, I'm like, oh, well, you know, that's not a terrible thing since I wanted to add Daisy, and Daisy's not an adult because she's a dog. So I'm like, okay, wait, Daisy wouldn't be the only child on the island. Huge. But how the hell do I make a decent looking dog me? I don't know. I want to do Daisy proud. I love that little critter. Don't tell her I said that though. Oh wait, I could do Nico one shot. Hit indie game one shot. Thinking. See, it's difficult to think about because then I'll just be like, well, I want to do things that I like from things that I like. But then I would just get excessive with it. I don't know who to remove because I like too many of them. And I feel like if I cut too many, then it would just be like a pair. Because I like thinking of characters in like groups of 2 or 3. Or 4. And at that point, it's kind of insular. Yeah. I already unintentionally do that with my OCs. I'm sorry to them. Serious. This is serious. I should add one of the Wonder Pets. Was that show actually any good? I don't know. I remember noticing every time that they cut they cut their little song short and being like, what the fuck? Let those goddamn animals sing. Yeah, teamwork is gonna work. I don't even remember their names. I'm a fake fan. But making a realistic hamster / chicken. Wait, the chicken would be really easy. Isn't there a chicken stamp? Thinking. And the turtle. Yeah, I actually don't remember their names. Hello? Click? Thank you? Shiny. It is sassy nature. Why the hell hasn't it done the thing yet? Haven't you looked at the time? It's 10:36 p.m. It's time. I should just write things down. The writer. Oh, we're almost at 800. Wow. Oh yeah, makes sense. It's been about an hour. Why am I so yawn? I don't understand. I've always been like this as far as I remember. Why do I yawn all the time? Middle of the afternoon, I don't feel tired, but I'm yawning. And it sucks because it'll make other people yawn because for whatever reason we do that. And then I'll yawn again, and then I'm crying. I can't see. Help. Apparently I'm tired. Seven. See, what the fuck? I'm sorry for making y'all yawn. My sleep schedule is even normal. I only stayed up until 2 a.m. one time recently. I've been consistent. Low-key, Pokemon Sleep is helping a little with that. I am not listening to it sometimes. Because it's pissing me off a little tiny bit. Because I keep getting the same damn sleep style, and it's like, please, I want to get something else. I want to see something different. Nope. But, like, it encourages you to go to sleep around the same time. So I put my thing to bed at, like, a certain time, and I'll start getting ready for bed. Yippee. But I finally moved to a different location, so I'm hoping that that'll get some different things. Sleep style. Bad. That's what it fucking feels like. I keep getting the one where you move around a lot. Which I'm like, yeah, makes sense. Because, I mean, I don't know if I toss and turn in my sleep. I just assume that I do because I do when I'm going to sleep. Also, fun fact, I learned very recently that apparently it's like normal that people can feel when they're about to fall asleep. Is this true? Please, is this true? I like never experienced that. For me, it's just like I'm tossing, I'm turning, I wake up. Every day. Some days I went to sleep, woke up, and my duvet was outside the room. That's crazy! That's spooky. I mean, less spooky if you're living with other people, if you're sleeping with other people in the same bed. For me, though, I would be like, whoa. First time I've ever sleepwalked. As far as I know. I will throw things, though. Nope, I was on my own. Spooky. You needed to go check something. Oh, I would definitely trip over shit if I was sleepwalking. Oh no, my narrow pathways. Ah. I would knock all my shells onto the ground. I need to do something with those shells. I have so many shells that I found back in November. I need to do something with them, but I don't know what to do. I already knew my house was haunted anyway. That's kind of cool though. I don't know. I think I would be okay in a haunted house. I would get along with the ghost. Assuming the ghost wasn't like a rah, I want to kill everyone. But you know what? Even then, like, we can try and get along, you know? I'm sure we can come to some agreement. They can't be all bad. Ah! Wait, I missed 777 again. Fuck. No more lucky numbers. Wait, that's what this hunt is gonna go to. It's gonna go to 77,777. Throw in a 6 somewhere if you want to. Very, very close. It's so surreal thinking that I'm flashing back to when I was hunting Litwick sometime last year. Just being constantly surprised that the number was keep going up. Like, God, I'm never gonna fucking get this. Wait, I should call that friend more often. I found that shiny when I was in a call. Interesting thinking. Was this before or after the big breakup that happened with that group? Thinking. What? It is so weird to me thinking about how all that shit happened last year. That feels like it happened like 20 years ago. I wasn't even involved and it got shaved years off my life. And one of the people even tried to text me like, "Hey, Happy New Year's" a few months ago. And I'm like, first of all, I haven't talked to you in months. Second of all, what are you trying to do here? I'm friends with the person that you fucking hate. Hello? Oh, this is like my one experience with ghosts. When I was like 3 or 4, I woke up in the middle of the night. I know I wasn't dreaming because whenever I dream of locations that I know, the details are always wrong. But this time, everything was exactly how it should have been. I looked across my bed to the chair opposite of where my head rested and saw an old lady sitting in the chair. I thought it was my Nan at first, but the face wasn't the same. It stood up, reached a hand out toward me, and vanished. Spooky! Later, when I was like 17 or 18, I was looking through some old family albums, stuff before I was born, and saw an image of my great auntie Flo, same woman I saw. Holy moly. 3 or 4 months before you were born and you were 3 or 4? Thinking. Rip to Auntie Flo. Surely I will not be pained from yapping today. But I did do all the silly voices on Thursday and Friday, and that always... As much as I like doing silly voices in games, even if I'm not that good at it, that shit hurt my throat. God damn. Maybe just do a better voice, thinking. It's genuinely one of the freakiest things I've had in my life, and when I told my mom about it, she'd get freaked out. Yeah, I'd also be spooked. What the hell? Especially if like your kid comes in telling you that, like, oh shit. What do I do? What the hell are you gonna do? You're getting what repels ghosts? Salt. I don't know what else. I just know salt rings, like it's a sea bear. Oh wait, speaking of Mystery Dungeon, I finished the whole game! And I got all my characters evolved! Yay! And I can already feel myself not picking the game up again. This happens every single time. Clockwork. Aw, my silly voice is calling me a vengeful pain. What is silly me? Literally what happened though? What the hell else have what the hell else do I... It already happens if I just like talk a lot for several hours, but then... You know, I, like, try to lower... No, that doesn't work. I try to, like, lower my voice register, and it, like, it hurts after a while. It'll just have to happen naturally, I guess. I did my injection yesterday. Wowzers. Anyway, hashtag my dilemma incoming. So because I only have a couple vials and I'm doing the math in my head, my thing tells me to do 0.3 milliliters or 0.03. Yeah, 0.3. But I'm like, well, if I did 0.2, like over time, it's not the same, but it's like pretty close. And I would be able to stretch it out for longer. Thinking. I don't know. Things to consider. Practicing with voice is good for it. That's how I managed to get myself a really soft femme voice, which is great for picking up trans lesbians. Don't ask how I know. It's okay. I can connect the dots on that one. Part of me doesn't want a voice train. Because I'm not terribly unhappy with my voice. I just want it to lower somewhat. If it lowered a bunch, though, I would voice train. Just so I would have the ability to do whatever I wanted. Just meow, like a cat. Everyone will register that it's a cat boy. You're so real. Also, you influenced me. So now I have people on my stupid Chungus Island calling me cat boy. Well, actually, and I like push up my glasses, nerd mode engaged. I made 2 of my sonas. And it's the cat one. So yeah, Hatsune Miku's calling me cat boy. Thinking, adding transgender Len. That's one thing that I wanted to draw, the one transgender Len song that came out recently. Yeah! Oh, it was truly an instance of listening to something and being like, hang on, wait a minute. Transgender? And then being like, wait, it is! I wasn't just connecting dots in my head, I was connecting dots in reality. I love transgender people. Trans-slender, find my hormones. Wait, I should add Slender. Oh my god. He's such an icon to me. Even though he's, like, not even a creepypasta, because of the whole Slender Man's mansion in the woods where all the creepypasta character lives, he is the creepypasta character. Also because of all the fucking games. Find my 8 hormones. Holy shit, 8 of them? Ugh. Yeah, I know that there's more than 2 hormones in the body. I forget what they are, though. I knew once upon a time. Wait. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because I feel like I'm wrong. Either way, of course you have hormones. It came free with your endocrine system. This is a reminder to add testosterone as an in-game item. Oh, you're cooking! You're so true. I'll be honest though, I don't really care about making food items. I'm like, I would just spend a lot of time making something cool and like for what? For a one-time gag? Like, okay, I guess. So I made gay cake. I just added a little gay flag on a cake, and I made nothing burger by doing the stamp of the burger buns, and that's it. I added estrogen and everyone fucking hates it. No, literally me feeding everyone the gay cake and they hate it. And I'm like, literally why? Most of you are gay. The ones that aren't gay are bisexual. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Added the gay cake and you're in a gay relationship. thinking. And you may say, well, actually, they're in a non-binary, they're gay. They're gay because I said so. Because one of them's me. Oh, I've added some serious items like a fox and a millipede pet. I have not gotten pets yet. And then I added a lesbian sex pop-up book. That fucking rules. Yeah, I've not unlocked a lot of the customization stuff because I'm too busy buying flowers and rooms. Because I don't want these losers to have empty rooms. I want them to have matchy rooms. And since a lot of them are my OCs, they have to have a specific vibe because they're my characters. And I need them to have it. Let it be known, excluding the Sonas, once again, there's only 4. And I added 2 of them today because they're super easy to draw. Vibe homosexual. Literally me trying to set characters up. You will be gay. And let it be known, the 2 gays that have actually gotten together on my island have been a case of like one of them likes the other one, and the other one's is just like, yeah, sure, we're friends. And one completely misreading the signals and being like, yeah, I'll ask him out anyway. And me being the enabler, I'm like, yes, you should do it. I want to see what happens, and it works. And I say, how did it work? Okay, my whole island is a lesbian NB paradise. No, so many of my characters are non-binary, and I'm like, you know what? Slay. I love that for y'all. The only he-hims are Kane and Ralze, and I forced them both to be NBs. That's kind of base, though. I think I have 2 men on my island, but I'm like, well, one of them is just a character that I wanted to put in the game. Oh, I need to make Yi-Song. I have my wife, non-binary wife. I have Danhong. I need to add Yi-Song, my other wife. And then the other one, the other man, and I'm putting that in quotations, is because thinking. I'm like, well, he definitely thinks that in the beginning of the story, let's just say. So I can change it whenever. I love that I can change it whenever the hell that I want. It makes getting ships together easier. I can expand your pool later. Oh, the tragedy. The tragedy of having lesbian crushes, and I'm like, yes. Rubbing my hands together, let the lesbians be lesbians. And then they stop having a crush on the other one, and I'm like, oh well. And then the other one's like, wait a minute. I have a crush on that. And I go, girl, you're a little late for that, but okay. My friend came over to my IRL house and gave me her OC, and then their OC proceeds to date my fucking girl. Hello? That's funny, though. I need everyone to be more friends with each other, but I keep forgetting to drag them near each other. Because I spend 2 fucking hours making them. Y'all need to see how in-depth this Pokewalker is. You'll know why I spent 2 hours on this shit. I'm so glad that I make my OCs easy to draw. Parentheses, clueless. I do this with the explicit reason of being like, well, I'm gonna be the one to have to draw them. I don't want to do all that shit. Let's not give him a bunch of bits and bobs and trinkets. That shit sucks. I say that, but I added an HSR character. Grr. He was gonna get added regardless. Oh, I drag them together all the time, and then they discuss space battles, insects, or some form of gay sex. That is true. Oh my... Cannot believe this. So many NBs and transgenders, and yet sometimes when I drag them together on the island, they dare to discuss transgenderism and be like, oh, I started to bring it up, but other character got bored. Fuck do you mean? You silly goose. You are transgenderism. Did you forget? And in my brain, I'm like, well, I don't want to bring up anything, anything not safe for work, just because I'm going to have a couple of child characters. And I'm like, no, they can't say that. Daisy's going to be there. She can't hear that. I did think about, since I made a semi-realistic fish, of making a semi-realistic bug. Not swarm of bees, but I'm like, what bug? I don't know. My character's saying they don't know a lot about bugs. Hello! Fucking hello! They forgore. They forgore. It's okay. They got hit by the forgore ray. I should make my Neopets! Ah! Holy, my Neopets. Neopets pissing me off, though. Stupid Chungus site, but my critters are there. I should add my librarians. Ugh. Okay, I have some ideas now. It's not internal OC ideas that I'm struggling with. It's external beings. It's, do I bring Susie Deltarune? But then if I brought in Susie Deltarune, I'd want to bring in Chris Deltarune and Ralsei Deltarune so they can be besties. And that's 3 slots. And also, I gotta fucking do that shit. It's so surprising to me that they don't have QR codes. Like, it makes sense, because I imagine that the process of importing a me with a very complicated face paint is a lot more in-depth than just having the preset features be available. But it's still a little surprising. But it's so fun, because then everyone will have a unique interpretation of the character. And I feel like if you make them yourself, you're gonna be more attached to them. Like, oh, this is my in-shitified version of Dante, because I didn't want to shade. I really want to be able to have little polycules, but I can imagine that the devs tried this and the island eventually just became a massive polycule every time. I mean, I feel like that would most certainly be what happened. They would either have to put a cap, which feels a little counterintuitive against having that as a mechanic. But yeah, with how easy it is to have one character help another, and then they catch feelings, it's like, yeah, it would happen to everyone eventually unless they all started getting divorced or broke up. Which could also happen. What if they just massively bump up the rate to fight and break up and get a divorce? That would be kind of funny. Also, does anyone know how, like, because you can set characters with relations, and one of them is partner of, but they don't know each other. What's up with that? Because the 2 little critters that I added today, in my brain, I'm like, all right, well, their whole thing is that they're alone and they just like chill in a sky island the whole time. They're just off doing their own thing. Also, I wanted to see how it worked. But so far, nothing. I do like that there's options to mark me's as related so that they don't, like, flirt with each other or whatever. That's kind of slay. So I can make my Sona's siblings, so that's not gonna happen. Oh, I did that with my IRL partner, and then my character and my partner's character got together and the news had a story on it. Damn right the news had a story on it. Big event. The only story that I remember is someone lost the password to their tablet and they're like, I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my friends. I'd like to thank my partner who I wanted to propose to, even though we've been together for a day. And I'm like, girl, you gotta wait. I am pissed off that I couldn't put both my partner and US partner as partners, so I had to put my US partner as my younger sibling. That's crazy! You gotta do what you gotta do, though, I guess. Like, well, you could maximize the drama by constantly getting y'all to break up and get together with the other ones. But that sounds complicated. I was gonna say, man, if this game was moddable, you could probably do some crazy stuff with it. And then, oh wait, no, but it's Switch 2, so it wouldn't be moddable. Wait a minute. No, you stupid dingus, it's on Switch 1. You have it! Oops. A TV show where there's a new marriage every 5 days? Good riddance. Me trying to get this, oh my god. One character who has a crush on another character, and I'm like, alright. I'm on the same page as you, but like, you need to be better friends with them first. And they are just not talking to each other. And I keep trying to get them to interact, and they are just not having it. And I'm like, girl, I can't help you. At some point, you gotta be friends with them. Help! Surely I don't open the game after stream and try and do that. I had a weird crush triangle between the Slime Rancher protagonist, Hatsune Miku, and a vampire OC of mine. And I'm in the background smiling like, hee hee. How many crushes can a character have? So you can have a love triangle, you can have a love square. That's not really a square, it's like a fan shape. Sadly one. Boo. Not like dating, crushes. Directed at them. Or like, I'm sure like if they get 2, you have to pick. How fucked up can it get? That's what I want to know. I think it's infinite. Interesting. I've had 3 me's crush on the same one so far. Damn, popular. That's me looking at me, the character that you see on screen, constantly talking with people in the restaurant. Like, damn, you're friends with everyone. Why? Not why, but like, good for you, I guess. And then on the other hand, you have ones who have no friends, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, I keep forgetting to drag you to other things. And that's also why I'm like, well, if I add a shit ton of me's, I'm gonna forget about all of them. And none of them are gonna be friends. That sucks. 70 seems so overwhelming. But also I want to make them nice. So I want to put like a little effort into all of them. And I'm like, that's gonna take a fucking long time. But deadass, other than watching Germa play the game and being like, all right, I'm sold. Thinking, I want to make my OCs as me's. I want to make them as me's. I'm very shrimple. I want them to talk to each other. So I should actually make one of my mains. Thinking. Wait, we reached 800. Did I ever say that? Sorry, I slammed my mug down. I regret the ability to choose the voices for these characters because holy fuck, just speed, pitch, and rise, fall, maximum, and depth. Option 3 sounds like an alien language. Oh. I like the ability to choose, but at the same time I get overwhelmed because I'm like, I don't know how this person sounds like. Help. But I'm like, oh, this is excellent. I can make these fish sound super wooby. This rocks. I can make these characters sound like Animal Crossing characters. Nice. The one problem I've ran into is like, okay, I can't really do the opposite because one of them is just a clock, so they sound like a clock, but so I can't make clock sounds. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's so funny because I make them sound so stupid. It's so good. It's just I have a difficult time because the settings are so big. I'm like, oh god. How do I make you sound like you sound in my brain? Or I just make the Pokewalker sound like which is what they sound like. That's also what my character sounds like. Because I'm like, alright, only one of them get to have my voice, and it's not gonna be you. You get to be in Animal Crossing. I keep looking at Latias. Front-facing Latias. Is it sick? I need to find a good way to put a picture on a grid. Sounds dumb, but like on the same sized grid. I need to make a template. I really want to make a silica gel pack. But adding the little texture thingies on the silica gel sound like a fucking nightmare. Because making the moray eel was already enough of a pain. Because I don't particularly care for the fuzzy pen settings. That's just personal preference. I'm like, oh god, having to individually shade all this shit sounds like a nightmare. I hate shading. It's so funny, though, that there's basically multiply and screen layering. Like, okay, slay. Ah! The day where my Joy-Cons start to drift again, I'm gonna cry. These ones have lasted me for a long time. And I think the reason why my old ones broke is because I was doing a lot of Masuda in Sword. So I was like going back and forth a lot. Would you believe it if I said that it made it a little more complicated? And I swear to God they have a little bit of drift. I swear my mouse has drift. And I don't know how that's even possible. But sometimes it's like a ghost possesses it and it just starts moving to the side. What do you mean my mouse has drift? To be fair, it was from like the dollar store. But how? That's probably also why it keeps constantly disconnecting. Eevee, you want to show up tonight so badly. Eevee! That's Eevee calling sound. If I don't get it today, I will make the summoning circle. And I'm gonna make a good one. I'm not gonna half-ass it in the 5 minutes that the ads run before streaming. Bashful. Damn right. It's bashful because it's not showing up. Oh my god, videos of birds. I'm getting sent videos of birds. This shit rules. Is this the rainbow bird? Is it picking up? Ah! It's not picking up well enough. Me. Me. Oh, that's who I should add. I should add Remelia. Because I made Remelia in... Remelia Toho. Because I made her in Miitopia, but she, like, high-key, not very good. And I feel like I can make her better now. And she deserves it. Or do I make her sister? Remelia Toho? That's Remelia Scarlet. Yes, yes. It's in the same vein of saying Sans Undertale. I don't care if they have last names. First name, last name, series. It's like if you say Chris Deltarune, yeah, Chris has a last name. But you know who I'm talking about. And so that the people who don't know the series will know. SNAS Undertale. Is that where that originated? Calling a character series name? Sans Undertale? It wouldn't surprise me. John Fortnite? Okay, but I feel like if you have... Is the generic Fortnite character actually called John? Because if so, his name is definitely John Fortnite. But that more so feels like an instance of a thing that has a lot of characters and you pick the generic one. Isn't it Jonesy? I don't know. I've never played Fortnite. The only reason why I have the Epic Games Launcher is for Kingdom Hearts. And that's not a joke. I should finish Kingdom Hearts 2. Whenever Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out in like 20 years and it turns out that none of them are actually gay, I'm gonna be a little sad. And I'm also not gonna accept it as truth. What an interesting thing for me to experience as a young knower of Kingdom Hearts, but only by proxy. Seeing that there's a second game, and I suppose spoilers, but seeing that the only one that I know stuff about, Roxas, my goat, fucking dies in the second game, and there's nothing after it. I'm like, he fucking dies? Forever? What the fuck? I think he comes back eventually. Yippee. But that being like the only thing I know? How? Why? Okay, what if I added Prince Fluff and not Kirby? What if I just added a random Scarfy? Wait, no, who's our favorite Kirby enemy? I can only think of Sir Kibble. Why? I'm trying to see it in my brain. I'm trying to see the Superstar Ultra menu. You go down to Helper to Hero and you see all of them laid across. Those are the helper types, I know. Why can I only remember that one and the fighting one? Help! Wait, there's Tack. I actually know the name of Tack. Alright, it's gonna haunt me. I should add Bandana Waddle Dee. Oh yeah, I was looking up bird skulls. Because my one OC was very easy to make because I made a plushie of them. So I could just add it in. I could look at the plushie, but the other one only appeared in like a little tiny comic that I made in high school. So I forgot where any of them were. So I had to be like, okay, well, I know you have like a bird skull on your head and you're like a plague doctor. I think this is what you look like. I'm so sorry. Kirby enemies. I should finish Triple Deluxe. List. Sure, list. Wait. I should add the Squeak Squad. The Squeaks. I'm a fake Squeak Squad fan. Kirby, Wick Kirby? That rules! Fuck fandom.com. I'm sorry, it's called Blatzy? The cannon thingy? No shot, it's Blatzy. That's so silly. Blopper? Wait, Booler, that's just the boo. For Mario. Bronto Burt, that's my goat. I'm sorry. Broom Hatter and Bronto Burt are in Kirby Air Riders, but not Marks. Make it make sense. Do they hate me? Cocoon? That's cute. Coner, why are they called that? Glunk! I love these. Okay, these are all old ones. Wait, Koozer's only in Superstar Ultra? This wiki rules. Wait, the parasol itself is a thing. Interesting. Parasol Waddle Doo. Peaser. Are they alphabet? This Scarfy looks shiny. It's yellow. Squishy. That's what the squid is. Oh, I see. This is organized interestingly. There's way more than I thought. Flamer, just call it gay. Oh my god, they're all so cute. I want to add all of them. Twister. Click. Hear all the clicks. Oh my god, Floaty. Lil Kracko. Wait, did I even check it? I'm not even looking. Look at the goddamn screen. I'm gonna reset over my stupid sick eevee. Birdon was only introduced in Superstar? Oh my god. Burning Leo. Wait, I love all of these. Walkie. Walkies. Most of these names are just kind of normal cute. Like Galbo. What the hell is a Galbo? Joe? It's just a shark. Beep. Oro. Oh my god, Oro and Mato Hollow Knight. Which one's the gay? Wait, no. The gay one is Shio. Maybe the other two are gay. It's the way that there's a gay nail brother or whatever. And you can you can be homophobic in that game and kill the other one before they ever get to meet. What the hell? Why would they let you do that? Bonehead. Why do the crystal shard enemies look like that? They look jank as hell. It's because they're in 3D. Reject 3D. I love pixel art. I may not be good at it, but I do like it. God Hand. Interesting. Kirby Air Ride. All right, we've hit most of the enemies. Boxin'! Make the Squeak Squad ones. I love them. There's so many rats. Sorry, its name is Jack? That's just a guy. These are just guys. Also, none of these enemies are bosses. Interesting. I'm sorry. Bubble was only in Squeak Squad. They hate me for real. I love Bubble. What are you saying? Bubble is such a fun ability, and I get it. Because the whole point of it was that you would bubble enemies. And you would eat the bubble, and you would be able to store it. It was with Squeak Squad's gimmick of storing things on the bottom screen. But you know what? I don't care. I want Kirby to be able to blow little bubbles. It's cute. And the enemy is cute. It's Bubblehead. The punchy bun. Oh my god. The animal thing, his name is Gaga. That's so dumb. I love it. Little goober. What the? Why is the big hand called Uja? Gonna freaking get you. Okay, damn, like so many of the Yarn enemies are unique to Yarn. Who would have thought? Probably because wasn't that game in development not even meant to be a Kirby game? It was supposed to be its own original game. And they're like, no, you gotta make it Kirby now. Which, to be fair, excellent decision. Shelby. It's a shell. B. Shut up. Awadara. Awawa. Awawawa. The Awawas. I hate 3D models so much. Little goobers always look the best in pixel form. God, why are there so many enemies in this goddamn series? I've not even played most of these games. Oh my god. What are these mass attack? Mumbon! It's a little mummy bunny thingy. That's so cute. And then you got, like, giant hand. Yeah, sure. What in the world? It's just a big shadow chompy. That's awesome. And that's not a shiny Eevee. This thing's staring at me. What if I just put a bunch of random-ass Kirby enemies on my screen next time? Huh? What then? What would you do then? Wait, front-facing Wispy. That's so evil. Why is he looking at me? Supportive Kirby enemies. They are my supportive Kirby enemies. I would pick on my faves. They would probably only be from the games that I've played. Because I fear I simply have more attachment to Bun than I do to, Baraku. Wait, no, I've played Return to Dreamland. I think. I don't remember, like, a single thing from that game, though. It's crazy. Other than Leaf. Leafin. Leafin is only there? Eevee. What in the world? You should be shiny. Super chilly. Oh! Wait, I remember the super abilities. Oh my goodness. Super beam. I love beam. I love the little hat. Wait a minute. Oh, I was so confused. Like, wait a minute. Beetle was in Return to Dreamland? No, it wasn't. Yeah, no, it's in Triple Deluxe. Its name is just Beetly. Or Beatly. The stupid snakes that I hate. Oh my god, spoilers on enemies. Wow. Crabbo! Why is Rainbow Curse after all of these? I thought it was going in time order. Wait, they look like they're made of clay. This kind of rules. Robot. Eevee. Eevee, please be shiny. Also, I think I'm gonna stop at 1100. Just because it's an even number. The only new thing in Kirby Battle Royale is Torre Robo. Interesting. There's still more, by the way. This list is so long. Star Allies. I've not seen these things before in my life. Wait, extra epic yarn? What the hell is that? Why not stop at 34k when you get the shiny? Because that would take... Okay. This has taken 60 hours. It's taken 60 hours to get to... Let's just round up and say 11,000. That would take 180 hours to get to 33k. I'm not streaming for that long. I'm okay. This wee devil is so cute. It's like a little bat thing with a heart tail. It's only on the 3DS version. That rules. A woofy. Okay, that bark came from the soul. Crocodile. See, when I was expecting enemies to include bosses, but I guess I have to look at bosses. Yeah. Eat. Boss list. See, like, I feel like now that I've mentioned Marks, I have to add Marks. Otherwise, I'm a fake Marks fan. I've been a Marks fan ever since I was a wee small child, and Kirby Superstar Ultra has the little blooper reels. And this fucking idiot falls off of his ball. Okay, I was like sweating bullets when stream started. It was so hot, and now I'm cold again. It's like I'm going through menopause the way that I got temperature fluctuations. Good grief. Is that insensitive to say? I'm sorry if it is. My only perspective is my mother going through menopause, having temperature fluctuations. So in my head, I'm like, oh, okay, so that happens. Other stuff happens, obviously. Thinking. Instead of going through menopause, I'm just going through a second puberty. Go figure. Oh! Wait, no, that's gonna suck. I'm gonna get acne again. Oh, nightmare, 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 nightmare. I was so happy going further into my 20s and getting it way less and being like, oh, this rules. And I, like, look at the camera with a knowing gaze. God damn it. At least I never had it as bad as my brother. Okay, but my thought process is like, because his was bad enough that he needed medication and shit. I'm like, well, if it was hormone related, potentially, it could be me. God damn it. Endocrine system, why couldn't you get it right the first time? It's because I didn't know what transgender people were at age 11. I barely knew what gay people were. Thanks, Kingdom Hearts. Wait a minute, so I should definitely add Roxas. God, there's so many wispy woods. Shout out that fuck-ass tree. Wah. Wah. Okay, I know Wispy Woods is like the Kirby boss, but to me it's Kracko. I see Kracko and I go, oh, thank goodness, it's like the 3rd level in a Kirby game. We're home. Ugh. Why am I eat beef? Quit it. Kirby Pinball Land? They have bosses in pinball? That rules. Wait, no, if I look at Kirby enemies on my phone, I can't put my phone to sleep. Fuck. Sweet stuff? That's so cute. Only one Kirby boss is in every game. Kirby is the boss. That is true. Good for Kirby. But to me, Kracko. Kracko's my homie, except I kind of hate fighting it. But it's just so silly. Cloud Eyeball. Dark Matter. Wait, Dark Matter is the guy? Yeah, I thought Dark Matter was the flower eyeball. Also, once again, I constantly confuse Dark Matter for Dark Nebula because they have the same name. Dark Matter, Dark Nebula. Hi, Shuri dude. What did I miss? Talking about Tomodachi Life, looking at Kirby enemies, no shiny Eevee. What Miis should I add in my Tomodachi Life? That's what I'm looking at Kirby bosses for. Big Cappy. First, you missed. Oh yeah, I suppose you did also miss first. Bug took it. If you couldn't tell. Whoa, Wispy Woods is in like every game ever. Whoa, it's Kracko. Dynablade looks so fucked in the original. Wait, no. Oh no. This is the one where Wham Bam Rock looks extra racist. I remember. Oh, it does have Heavy Lobster, though. On one hand, Heavy Lobster. On the other hand, that other guy. I like how there's some that are just, like, fantastical, and then you just got, like, a shark. That's just a shark. That's just a couple of foxes. Okay. Oh my god, Ice Dragon is so cute. Whoa, it's Kracko again. Oh, you missed the ad. What? What is 0? Hello? Okay, this is the funniest one. Why is it just a big circle? What is this? Where are you from? Dreamland 3. Because it has Dark Matter again. Except it doesn't have the human phase 1. It's just the flower. What is this? It's so silly looking. No way, you gotta hit the eye. Wait until you see Zero's edgy sequel. Oh boy, I'm excited. God, why does crystal shards look like that? In parentheses, I get it. It's on this N64. I saw the opportunity to claim it, but I didn't want to claim it if I wasn't going to be in chat. Next time, it will be mine. This isn't a dojo. This is a, I don't know, this is like my torture nexus where I click a button. Okay, I see Miracle Matter. That's just Zero again, bruh. Wait, it's Zero too. It's White Knight. Whoa. Good for it. It's kind of slay. Amazing mirror. Kracko. Kracko's fucking everywhere. Who's Wispy? See? Gobbler. Just a shark wizard thingy. Why the fuck are Master Hand and Crazy Hand here? What's going on? Help! What? Why is there an orb from hell? What's going on? Who said that? I've heard... Yeah, the not first is trying to... Why does Darkmind get smaller? Sorry, you got big guy, big orb from hell, little orb from hell. Okay, okay, yeah, sure. King DDD. Slay. Oh my god, Miss Molly, my icon. Wait, where's Fire Owl? Fire Owl looks so fucked. Why does it look like that? Why does it have, like, 2 mouths? I had a realization. The beak is obviously the beak and not like a weird fucked up nose. And the thing that looks like a smiley face is just like a patterning on the chest and it's not a mouth. I thought this fuck ass owl had like a weird devious grin for my entire life. Okay, I need to put Fire Owl on screen. Fire Owl Kirby. This fuck ass owl. I'll take it from this YouTube thumbnail. Thank you to Zephiel810. I'm putting Fire Owl on screen so you can see this thing's fuck ass grin. Okay, see, ignore the fact that it's a beak. Ignore it. But do you see the vision? You have the eyes, and then this is a nose, and this is its devious little grin. Do you see? That's how I saw it my entire life. I'm like, why did they make this owl look like that? It looks so gross. The red neck pattern looks like a mouth, and I thought it was a mouth. Devious grin. What beak? He has a silly nose and a stupid fucking... Exactly! Weirdest owl I've ever seen. No, they're never gonna make me... It has an actual name. Sorry, it has a name. It isn't just Fire Owl. The robot snail has a name. Yadgane. Yeah, the owl is called Bobo. No, it's Fire Owl. That's its name. Its name is Fire Owl. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. DeRoach. That's my guy. Owl saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get ya! I'm gonna get ya!" Literally. Devious ass grin. See, like, okay. Kirby Mouse Attack. Okay, this is from UD playthroughs, and I need to do it because it looks extra devious. Look at this devious fucking bird. Why does it look like that, bro? The stupidest boss ever. Okay, so I'm glad you understand how I saw it like that. That is not a beak. That's a fuck-ass nose. Owl with a nose. I'm gonna need to get the Eevee today so it can be Fire Owl. Oh my god, I totally forgot that Meta Knight was in Squeak Squad. I see a flaming floating head. Exactly! I eat kids' junk. It's a weird flying raccoon thing. Like, why? That's not an owl tail. If they just made the patterning on the chest lighter, it wouldn't look so much like a grinning mouth. Devious ass grin. Tanuki looking motherfucker. I love Fire Owl, but it looks so dumb. It looks so yucky. Bro's gonna get you. I like how even with the mouth open, it does not look like a mouth. It just looks like its nose is weirdly split. Yeah, Dark Nebula is just like a star. I like how it changes color depending on what element it uses. It looks cool. Okay, but where are all the mini bosses? Where are the other squeaks? My goats. Oh my god. Why did they name this whale Fatty Whale? Like, yeah, it is, but that's not very that's a little rude. Camelio arm. Wait. Oh, whoop. That's the only reason why I care about that boss. Oh, whoop. Silly, silly sound. And they made Wham Bam Rock look less racist. Wowzers. Good for them. Thinking, but they didn't change how Wing looks. Question mark. Heavy Lobster. Oh, but making Heavy Lobster would be the most enormous pain in the ass ever. The thing's sprite is so big. There's so many moving parts. Ooh. But it would be so fun. Imagine I had Heavy Lobster walking around on my stupid island. This has been a productive brainstorming, though. Galactonite. I love you, Galactonite. I remember the era when they got absolutely nothing. Strongest warrior in the universe only appears once, gets beaten. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about Mark's soul. And then you get Mark's soul and it goes into the microphone. And it's like, what the fuck? Why did they do that? Galactonite versus one fuck-faced butterfly. Dare I invoke the F word? Fraud. What has Galactonite done? You know, Mark's soul just shrieking into your ears. Who cooked? They did cook, but what were they thinking? That's awesome. That's so scary. What voice actor did they kill in the sound booth to get this? Squashini! I fucking love Squashini! I love gambling! Actually goated boss. Just a giant pumpkin guy. I love how in that game they take the treat land, but they don't just make it dessert themed. Like there's toys and there are desserts, but there's like mushrooms and there's a haunted mansion and there's this pumpkin guy. Like, okay, slay. I think that's where the music level is too. Like, yeah, treats isn't just food. It's mushrooms. It's this pumpkin guy. Yin Yarn? Where's where's like mid bosses? Do I have to look up mid bosses? Is that its own category? I thought they would be under bosses. Song, yeah. Yeah, the implication was drug mushrooms. Yeah. You got the joke that I was trying to emit. Clappy. Man, it's a shame that Swish sucks so much because they could have done way more songs with the Awoo soundtrack. I am very smart. It's okay. Skull Lord, that rules. Wait, I want to keep looking at Kirby enemies. Swish soundtrack goes so fucking crazy. It does go crazy. It's so good. It is one of the better parts of that game. It's just a shame that the rest of the game is the way that it is. Okay, where's Magalore? Why? It's literally just marks. The boss is literally just marks. We have marks at home. And it's Magalore. Bruh. Swish needed a remake with no wild area. Please! Begging. The wild area is so bad. I don't like it. Also with a massive rewrite, but like... Okay, actually, if I had to decide between no wild area or massive rewrite, I would choose the massive rewrite. You have all these absolute banger character designs, and nobody does anything. Nothing. The only character with like a full character arc is Hop. And to be clear, I like Hop. But Bede and Marnie should have had more. Marnie does nothing. Swordbird and Shieldbird are vital to the plot. Okay. I kind of like them. They're funny. Yeah, they look stupid, but like they're supposed to look stupid. Because they are stupid. They're really funny. Bede gets force femmed. That is true. But he gets force femmed off screen. That's the problem. He gets kidnapped, thrown into the dungeon, and then when you come, and then Bede comes out force femme. Like, okay, I feel like I missed something, but like, good for you, I guess. And then once again, Marnie doesn't do shit. The only reason why people like Marnie is because she's cute, because she is. You have all these amazing gym leader designs. They don't do anything. They'll never be Gen 5. They will... My Avengers assembling was the gym leaders in black and white one showing up in N's castle. Nodding my head. Magalore's second phase looked dumb as hell. Why does he also have a devious ass grin? Peak? I'd say peak. It is peak. As opposed to the actual Avengers, which is mid. And yet, I think I've still seen all of them. In movie theaters. Wow. Maybe not the first one. If I did, I don't remember. Foolish Foliage? Why do bots have interesting names? Triple Deluxe. Oh my god, I don't know these ones. B! Big B. Thankful it'll all be over with this Avengers Doom movie. I don't believe it. Because it should have ended with Endgame. First of all, it's literally called Endgame. Second of all, they ended the character storylines and they were like setting up the new generation. There was no need for another Avengers, but they're like, ah, fuck. Ah, shit. We really like money. Fuck. We gotta make another one. So they're making another one. At least that's how I assumed the discussion went in the boardroom. Ah, shit. We really like making money. I have not a singular clue what Marvel's been doing lately. And you know what? I think I'm better off for it. I frankly could not care less about that series. Man, I'm having fun doing resets, but I feel like I gotta be reasonable and end it. Man, surely I don't stay up until 2 a.m. again. That would be ridiculous. Adamant. But also ending it at 11K is so satisfying. The only downfall that's being preyed upon is apparently mine, because, geez. If I wasn't so enraptured with another Switch game. Wait. Dark Matter clone. It's back. 1,100,000. Yeah. That one. Once it starts getting into these numbers, it's Galactonite returns. Sorry. It gets harder for me to say. Harder to intuit. It's like when you start combining big chemical compounds in chemistry, and it's like, I'm so sorry. This big word is difficult. I'm just a little guy. That's what I'll do. I'm off and I want to try flexing my writing muscles. It usually ends up in a blank notepad. Okay. We need to ally on this. We need to make an alliance. You will do some writing. I will do some drawing. And if it doesn't happen, we make fun of each other. Galactonite returns. Galactonite dies. Galactonite... Strongest being in the universe, my ass. All he does is get dunked on. It's kind of funny. Deal. Alright, we're handshaking on it. Ice Dragon is so fucking cute. Just like a fat fuck. Affectionate. I love that fat fuck. Big. Oh my god, the spider. I love my fat fuck Chungus son. That's what I feel looking at this thing. What a little baby. Nothing bad will befall you. Wait, is Lolo the green or the blue one or the pink one? Oh, I see. The shiny variant is Orpal. Good for her. Wait, why does Star Allies have the fucking Smash intro cut-in thingy? That's funny. Wait, who are these humans? Who are these little fairies? Why is Yiggy wood? That's awesome. Why is Krakow in, like, every fucking game? Galactonite. Wait, Morphonite is so sick. I knew Morphonite was sick, but Morphonite is so sick. Galactonite is such a fraud. Who did this? Who cooked? Void Soul, why is it just a circle? Why is it just a circle, man? Why is 0 a circle? Wait, that's so funny. Void Termina. Void Orb. I love Morphonite as intros Forgotten Land. Wait! He's in Forgotten Land? Oh! Maybe I'll finally get it. Wait, last reset. With the best song in Scarlet and Violet playing. Wow, are you all surprised? It's not shiny. That's crazy. I totally lost track of encounters. Oh my god, fat fuck. I'm so enraptured by curvy enemies. Whoa, we're all surprised. No shiny, no bitches, no fire owl. Hello? I unplugged my microphone. I have no idea why I unplugged my microphone, but I unplugged my microphone. I might be a little stupid. It's because I started autopiling my end stream where I unplugged my microphone. Anyway, bro got no bitches and unplugged themselves. No! I'm so washed. Y'all don't deserve to hear my voice. Goodbye. Anyways. I'm gonna keep fucking doing this. We're gonna keep doing this until I get this goddamn shiny. No, I muted my microphone for the bit. I didn't unplug it this time. I just hit the thing. Yeah, because there's a little thing underneath it where I can click it and it mutes itself. So I could do this, and I could be talking, and then all. Ah. All right, sorry. Select microphone, delete object. No! This microphone has been quite useful. I should have gotten one sooner. Eehee. I should really upload these VODs, huh? I'll lock in. Trust. Ugh. Alright, anyway, this is the last reset. I'm gonna get this fucking eevee. I'm gonna get it. Alright, you have to stop manifesting that I'll get it at 34k, because then it'll actually happen. And then we're gonna be stuck doing this until I get it at 34k. And I don't think any of us want that. Alright, I don't think I have anything else, so... Goodbye. We'll do this later. Don't wish 34k upon me. I'll wish 34k upon you. Whoa, 34k be upon you. Good night. Bye. Don't capital D colon me. You're the one who... You've wrought this upon yourself.